But she's okay with it, but her husband said no. Hi guys, today I'm in the car and I want to rant basically. I think I'm going to be doing more of this where I just sit in my car and rant. Actually, I'm at the shopping lot. It's one of those days that I really wanted to make spinach for myself, only for me to find out that spinach in the freezer is not enough. So I've just come down to Asda. I'll show you guys what Asda. Let's see if I can show you. Yeah, so I've just come down to Asda. That's Asda. See if I can get some frozen spinach. Then maybe I'll cook tomorrow. But there's something I want to talk about, and I really, I want to talk. God, please help me to say the right things. So somebody sent me a message. One of our subscribers sent me a message to say that she's pregnant and she's been to the hospital. Everything is fine, but that the doctors say to her that her baby is big, right? So her baby is big, which means that they are going to, she shouldn't bother trying to have a natural birth, which is vaginal delivery, that she's going to be having a cesarean section because her baby is big, and that if she tries to have a vaginal birth or a natural birth, she might put herself at risk. But she's okay with it, but her husband said no, that she's not going to have a cesarean section, that he wants her to have a vaginal birth. Everybody who is watching me, please, I want you to also put, because I'm going to be advising, I'm going to be talking about it now, and I want you guys to let me know what you think on the comment section of this video. It's just one of them videos, and if you have anything like this you want me to discuss, just send me a message privately, either on Instagram or Facebook, or even an email. Send me an email and I will discuss it like with our subscribers anonymously. You would not be mentioned, obviously. The person who sent this, then you won't be able to know who the person is. So her husband said no, that she is not going to have a cesarean section, that she would have a normal delivery. The first thing I said to her was, so what do you think? She said she wants to have obviously the doctor has advised, so she want to go ahead with what the doctor has said. So now this is what I want to say. You know, when it comes to having a baby, right, this is what gets me angry. I can be very emotional sometimes, and when I get very emotional, I don't want to get to that point. I just want to be logical. First of all, who is pregnant? The woman. Who made the woman pregnant is the man, right? So basically both of them are pregnant. So at the end of every pregnancy, the aim is for you to deliver safely, isn't it? Yes. And the aim is for you to deliver safely either way possible. However the delivery is going to happen, the thing is delivered safely. And one of the things that came to my mind is that there are people who even have normal child weight, have everything going on, labor progressing fine, only for them to get to the end of the labor, emergency cesarean section will happen, and they will have to rush the woman to the theater to get the baby out. This is unplanned. But this case, that one even takes a toll, because imagine when a woman has gone through that process of labor hours, and only for you to find out that you're going to be having a baby through cesarean section, which wasn't planned. But this one is planned, which means you can even pick a date that you want. You can do whatever you want to do. You can prepare, plan, everything goes smoothly. Now that you know you're having a cesarean section, you prepare your, it's even that it's like you choosing, picking what you want to do. But the man said no. So how about these people? What would you say to them? So if you find yourself in that situation where it's an emergency cesarean section, you will tell your wife, you will say, my wife is not having the baby, or what? Or you will say, oh, no, I don't want my wife to have. My wife should continue to be in labor. She should try. She will push it, and all of that. And what gets me angry is the fact that they become spiritual about it. They start spiritualizing it. My wife, we are Christians. God will not allow my wife to. Who told these people that cesarean section is a bad thing? And these are the things that makes me angry with women as well. When you get to a point where your husband begins to choose a matter of life and death for you, you're the one who is pregnant. Your husband says to you, you're not going to have the baby through vaginal delivery. If you die, your husband is going to marry another person. I'm sorry to say it, because if you go and try vaginal delivery and you die, your baby, imagine you die, your baby dies. You think that your husband that is talking is going to do anything? Your husband is not going to do anything. Your husband will cry for 1 month, and after 1 month, he moves on with his life. Honestly, I don't understand why the man is not, he don't even know what carrying a baby is all about. Let me tell you something. Somebody asked me, what's my birth plan? And I'm like, okay, birth plan. My birth plan is to go and have the baby and come back. She was like, oh, no, did you know like what you want to do? Like water bath, you want to have a water bath, or you want to do this, or you want to do that. Okay, if you don't know, I'm in the UK, right? I live in England. So she was like, oh, do you not want to have like as in what you wish to have? I said, this is baby number 4. I wished in baby number 1, baby number 2, and baby number 3. I'm someone who really likes water bath. All the times I've planned to have water bath, it didn't happen. Okay? Either you go there and they say it's not available, or you go there, they say, oh, your labor is not progressing fine. If you go into the water, you might slow down your labor and all of that, or for one thing or the other. So all the while I've planned to have water bath, it didn't happen. So when they asked me this time around, what are you going to have? Are you going to have water bath? What's your birth plan? I said my birth plan is to go to the hospital, born, and come back, have my baby and come back, however means possible. So she was like, why would this happen? I said, however, if I go to the hospital now and the doctor says to me, precious, cesarean section, I will just say, where is the bed? Let me go and lie down so that we'll start. I don't care. I said, are you guys kidding me? I don't care. I just want to have this baby. I'm fine. My baby is fine. However the baby comes, it's not my business. They're not giving me any award for pushing the baby. I've pushed 3, Abby. If I don't push this one, what will happen? Nothing will happen. So I don't know. The lady who sent this message to me, let me just advise you, you have to decide on what you want. Okay? This is why, if I'm going to be making a video, especially for ladies, what ladies should make sure they have in marriage. Because if you're a woman who is an independent woman in your marriage, when I mean independent woman is that you work, you have a business, or you're contributing to the family financially, or you have a say in that family. Your husband cannot tell you a matter of life and death that you're not going to have cesarean section, you're going to have vaginal. But when they've clearly told you that your wife is at risk, if your wife doesn't have this cesarean section, she's likely going to die, or the baby will die. So men are just crazy. Illiteracy is a bad thing. Illiteracy and ignorance is a very, very bad thing. You better take laws. You better take over your life, you know. Let me advise you. Take over your life. It's your life. It's not your husband's life. It is your life. The fact that they've told you, tell your husband that this is my life. I choose to do what I want to do, because this is a matter of life and death. If anyone dies here, it's me, not you. How can your husband come and dictate to you that you're not going to have a cesarean section when he has been told clearly that you're going to have a cesarean section? You need to have a cesarean section to keep you safe. And I ask myself, what kind of, your husband, is this man love you at all? Is this your love? Is it, as in, somebody should please help me. I don't even want to be, I don't know what to say. It's driving me crazy. Please, guys, in the comment section, say what you want to say. Anything you want to say it, but obviously say it in a very respectful way. And ignorance is the worst disease anybody can have. And if you think your husband loves you, that's why he's saying, oh, I don't want you to have cesarean section. He hates you because let me tell you something. If care is not taken, he's going to he's going to do what? He's going to kill you. You're going to die. Let me tell you something. Because if anything happened to you, it won't be more than 2 months. He's already eyeing somebody that is going to come to the house and just forget about you. Even if the person that is finer than you, and let me tell you, prettier, beautiful, and everything more than you, that's the person he's going to bring to take over your house. And if you have children already, imagine the thought of someone else looking after your children. God forbid, it's not your portion. I just want you to know that that man doesn't have the best interest at heart for you. Okay, he doesn't have the best interest at heart for you. If he does, he would know that the best thing he should want from you is safe delivery. However the delivery is going to be, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, your baby is here, your wife is here, everybody is fine. The fact that who even said, do you know, there are people that I know that they've never had, they decide that as soon as they get pregnant, they are from the one, they tell doctor, cesarean section. I'm not talking about I'm talking about here in the UK. They pick. And my prayer now, let me try to be spiritual, and let me try to bring God into this. God has been in it anyway. I just pray that God changes the heart of this man. That's my prayer. I pray that God changes the heart of this man. But if God does not change the heart of this man, babe, bath and go, carry your bag and go and have cesarean section. If you finish having your cesarean section and he says because he had cesarean section that you're not going to be his wife again, carry your load and go. Yes, carry your load and go. Go to your mother and your father's house and stay there. He will come back to his senses. Okay, that's the only advice I'm going to give you. If you have like things like this you want me to talk about, please bring them, because sometimes it's good to share. It's good to share what you're going through. I have another story that I'm going to be sharing as well. Please, my friends, you know, guys, you know how we love each other on this channel, how we look after ourselves. Please, on the comment section, advise this lady. Drop an advice. If you are in her shoe, what would you do? If you're the man or you're a man, what would you say to the man? Drop advice. I really want advice, because we're trying to save a life here. It's a matter of life and death. Let's not just watch this video and walk away. It's a matter of life and death. Let's drop an advice for this lady. I don't want to talk again. I'm tired now. It's not even a tired. I don't want to talk again, because if I continue talking, I will switch into emotion. I'll switch into emotion. My emotion is going to take over. So I don't want to talk again. Let me go and buy my this thing and my spinach and go and cook. Somebody tell you that you shouldn't have cesarean section, that you should have vaginal birth, as if the person know anything about carrying baby. Anyway, so yeah, I thought I'd just rant a little bit and let you know. I don't have anything to say. I've advised the lady, babe, I've advised you. You know what to do. Look after yourself. Plan your cesarean section. If you don't have the money, call your parents, call your family, call friends. Let them know. This is a matter of life and death, and you're the one whose life is at risk here. So do whatever you can do to make sure that you come out of this pregnancy alive. So many women now are picking the option of cesarean section. Cesarean section now, let me tell you, is an in thing. Forget about all those people that are just doing whatever they like. If God decides that you're going to have your baby through cesarean section, it's a blessing. That's why we have doctors. Those doctors are used by God on a daily basis to help us and to save us. So if God has used that doctor, if your husband thinks, another thing I can advise is, if your husband thinks that the doctor is not saying the truth, maybe you try a different hospital. If you try another hospital and they say, yes, your baby is actually big, you can't have this vaginal this thing, then my dear sister, that's what you're going to do. Prepare yourself and go and have your baby. Financially sort yourself out. Ask for help. I don't think there's anybody that you will call now for help, that you want to save yourself. It's a matter of life and death, that they will not help you. And you can also speak to the doctor to speak to your husband as well. If your husband has a pastor, call your pastor and tell your pastor. I'm very sure that for your husband to even be saying that, his pastor will probably say the same thing. Because if you go to a church where you already have that mentality that cesarean section is a bad thing, who knows whether your pastor will even be able to help you. But also go talk to your pastor. Your pastor might be different, and speak to your husband. That's all I can advise you. But if you think you're going to listen to your husband and go and have a vaginal delivery, you're putting yourself at risk, and at the end of the day, you are going to lose big time. So right guys, I'm going to leave you now, and I'll share another story some other time. I'll keep doing this once in a while because I've got loads of stories to share, and hopefully God will use this channel to open a lot of people's eyes, and hopefully they begin to do better things for themselves. All right, see you guys later. Be grateful, be positive, and be yourself. See you later. Bye bye.